Good morning. This is Rashad Mitchell coming to you live from my YouTube channel as I continue on our part series of the professional sports teams that didn't win the championship during that season. This is part 24. We're talking about the 2010 Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, this team won 61 games, lost only 21 games, and LeBron James, once again, for the second consecutive season, won the MVP award. But unfortunately, they didn't win the championship. That's why they were part of this part series. Now, this team just couldn't get past the Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics had their number because remember, 2 years earlier in 2008, they lost in 7 games. And 2 years later, they beat the Cleveland Cavaliers in 6 games. And actually, that was the swan song for LeBron James. He ended up taking his time to South Beach and joining up with Miami Heat, and was able to win a couple of championships there instead of in Cleveland until he came back in 2014-15 season, won in 2016 against Golden State. But at that time, in 2010, Cleveland was one of the elite teams in the league. You know, LeBron James was doing his thing, but they just couldn't win the championship, couldn't win that ring because he couldn't get past Boston. He would eventually get past Boston in 2012 in the conference finals. I believe that was the conference finals, and beat the Boston Celtics. So that time it was a tough time for LeBron James, obviously trying to win a championship and trying to win it all. But it was hard, tough sledding, and that's basically it, man. 2010 was a great year for Cleveland, but they just wasn't able to get past Boston during that time. And that was the last season at that time for LeBron James, and he ended up going to the Miami Heat. Then he would come back and play with Cleveland and eventually win the championship in 2016. At that time, that was his last year as a Cleveland Cavalier, and he went on and left to go to Miami. But that was a tough time for them. They just couldn't get past Boston, despite having the league's best record, despite having the league MVP, again, LeBron James, but they wasn't able to close the deal. And at that time, he just didn't have that secondary, score, that superstar on his side. I think that was what hurt him too, because you can't do it all by yourself. He didn't have the best talent around him until he left and went and played with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. Obviously, you gotta have talent to win. He did his best, but wasn't good enough. So he had to come full circle and just join up and team up with other big time players and have a chance to win and get it done. And he was able to get it done with the Miami Heat, 2012 and 2013 back-to-back titles, and he was able to do that. So that concludes this video of the 2010 Cleveland Cavaliers, a team that should have won the championship that year. Lakers would be able to win the championship. They beat the Boston Celtics in 2010. It could have been Cleveland and LA that year too, as well as it could have been in 2009, but didn't happen. LA won the championship 2 years in a row. They beat Orlando and they beat Boston, but it could have been Cleveland in the mix, but they couldn't get past Orlando in 2009. They couldn't get past Boston, and that was a problem that LeBron James had to deal with at that time. So that concludes this video, part 24 of the professional sports teams that didn't win the championship during that season. Subscribe to the channel, like, comment, do whatever you can to support the channel. Until then, talk to you tomorrow.